Alright, so now we're done with the Leathermaster Strong Cleaner, and we're going to move on to the Leather Vital. There aren't really, I think, decent directions on this thing other than said remove soiling from the leather using soft cleaner, which I use the strong, not a big deal. And with a clean cloth, once air is totally dry, apply Leather Vital with a soft cloth. Let dry for approximately 1 hour, and then apply the protection cream. I don't know if you have to let it sit for an entire hour before you. Well, I'm sure you want to let it sit, but I don't know if you're supposed to wipe it off from the time you put it on to, one application put it on, the other one to put it off, kind of like with the strong cleaner. I'm assuming that's what you should do, and then you don't put the protection cream on until an hour passes after that, which by the time I get done with this, it'll be an hour, so that's not a big deal. So I think that's how you're supposed to do it, or at least that's how I'm going to do it. I don't think you want this stuff to sit on there for that long. I can't imagine it would need to sit on there for that long period of time. It actually looks, well, it's about the same as the way the light was on it. So I'm going to shake the bottle, of course, did that, and I'm going to open it up, or I'm going to try to open it up. Alright, this one here has got that same nipple top on it as a strong cleaner does, or whatnot. So I'm going to do the blue to apply it and the green to remove it, or I guess blue first, green second, since that's what I did earlier. Is easy way to remember it, I guess, and not having to sort of figure it out or try to keep up with it. So I guess we'll see how this goes. This is actually pretty thick. You can't really tell, but it's actually fairly thick, or thicker than I was sort of expecting. The strong cleaner was very pretty thin, and this here is actually fairly thick, so I guess that's a good thing. Wow. I wonder if I should use an application pad on this as well. Like I did the other time versus the cloth. Just to get it even. Probably with those being, well, this is microfiber too. I just didn't want to rub this stuff in too hard. So that's why I sort of switched it to just using kind of hard to get a even coat on this. Seems to want to rub off pretty quick. Wow, that looks really good. But before I had this like dull, sort of like super dull, clean look. Now it seems like it has a some level of richness to it. It's just like a deeper black. I don't know if it shows up in the camera that way or not for you guys. It looks pretty good. I'm assuming that's right. a couple of layers on this little bar here just to see if I can replenish, you know, a little bit extra in this part that's rubbed off, or that's going to be a high wear or high use area because of, I guess, past experience, not past experience, but just from, I know I'm going to set my knee here on it when I drive, and if I'm going to do it, I know the other guy who owned it before me did, because that's where all the damage was from. So if I can get some, you know, this cream to go in deeper, I guess, or on it, then maybe that will sort of help protect it longer, or just replenish this or whatever this product is doing to it. I guess moisturizing. I assume that's what this is, like moisturizing cream. It's actually drying pretty well itself without the white, except for some of these corners where maybe I put a little extra, or the initial blob of product on the microfiber towel. Well, that actually looks really good. It seems to fill in quite a bit. I'm going to put a little bit more, one more round of product over here and see what that does. On it. But it actually, that deep black that was there, it sort of filled in on that really, really well. So I'm sort of putting like a nice big glob on that piece of product to just let it absorb into the leather for a little bit, and then I'll wipe it off. I don't want to let that much product just sort of sit there for a long period of time. I'd imagine it's probably just going to be excess that might get sticky or something like that. And so we'll let that sit, let it sort of absorb in for a minute. Might be a waste of time, but it makes me feel good. So let's see how it does. Let's sit for a minute, a couple minutes, and see. Yeah, so they've got these LED lights, and I turn it on with the motion detector, or I enabled the motion detector function on it, and I think I might have to get up there and disable it because it's starting to get kind of annoying to have to walk or move around. I really got it in case, you came into the garage to get something and turn the lights on and then you forgot. You don't want to use all electricity for that amount of time, I guess. But I mean, it's LEDs, so it's not like it's costing you a whole lot of money. At this point, it's being more annoying than anything else, in my opinion. Wow, that looks really good. I'm excited to see after an hour what this looks like. I'm just gonna let a little bit here just sort of sit on it without wiping it off, but I'm not going to add more product to it. I'm just going to sort of let it sit just right here and see sort of what happened. Just that, that area that was super deep that you guys saw before. But that two-tone gray area that was there, how there was really black in the center, then it sort of got grayer, and then there was that ring that was around there, that sort of already went away. So that's pretty cool. Now we'll move on to, I guess we'll do the steering wheel now. And I think that's going to probably be about it. I don't think I'm going to record much more than this, actually. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do to the rest of the car. And I guess I'll show you guys real quick the steering wheel, and well, I think I already showed that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the car, and then when we get over to the protection cream, I'll air this again. I think that's going to be about